Hey, thank you so much for joining us on 5 Plus. In honor of Valentine's Day, we have Eden from Eden's Botanicals here, and she's going to show us how to make the perfect floral arrangement for your loved one and even tell us how you can preserve those.
Yeah, because making the floral arrangement, it's not easy by any means. Like, there's a technique to it.
Absolutely. So what I usually do is I start with greenery. So if you ever come to our shop, we have a full bloom bar. Anytime throughout the year, so you can come pick out your own stems, your own florals. So what I want to do is start with greenery. And so Tiff, if you want to, here I'll grab
Put this in the middle for us.
Absolutely. So feel free to grab whatever kinds of greens you want. We have a variety for you guys to choose from.
I think I like this one. Just one, or do we need multiple?
Multiples.
I kind of like the bigger ones.
Yeah.
Would that go with those? What do you think?
Ooh, I like it. It's very tropical.
Let's try that.
Absolutely. So if you grab your floral snips,
Okay.
you're going to cut your stems at a 45-degree angle. This just gives it more surface area for your flower to drink up. And then you do about 30 seconds from the time you cut it to get it back into water.
Okay, so we got to go move quickly.
Move a little quick.
Do you think we need another one of these, or we just should go with?
You can put one in the front, one in the back.
Boom.
Perfect.
All right.
I'll liven that up. So this creates a good grid for your other flowers to lean against. They all just don't slump over to the side. So this greenery is a good base layer for your flower arrangement. So do you want to add anything else, or are you good with
this
your
one.
options?
Oh, one more.
Fantastic. You can always add some in later too.
Like if we need
feel
more,
it's
just sort of put more in
Some more
there.
body in it, you know, some more pizzazz.
What does it look like with maybe a few of those?
Perfect.
What would you say is the biggest mistake people make when it comes to making a floral arrangement?
I really think you can't make it look bad. As long as you have some, fresh, beautiful blooms, you can't really make a flower arrangement look bad, in my personal opinion.
I like that.
Okay, so we got the greenery in there now.
Absolutely.
And then we move on to the flowers, the best part?
So next we have our focal flowers. These are our biggest blooms. So like your hydrangeas, your lilies, your roses, these are something that are bigger in blooms, and they're what draws your eye in first. And then all of your smaller flowers are called filler flowers. They fill in those gaps around the bigger flowers.
Okay, so we start with the big ones
Start
then.
with the big ones.
I think we should go with these
pretty big
hydrangeas.
ones. Oh, yeah.
Pick out a statement piece. So I like to do the hydrangeas kind of low and in the front of the vase. This kind of draws your eye in. And then I kind of like to stair stack them. So if I have two.
How tall do these need to be?
Absolutely. So when you're designing, I usually bring the vase close to the edge of the table so I can measure against the vase how tall I want it.
Like that,
so
probably?
That's perfect.
And then maybe I go a little bit longer.
A little bit longer, absolutely. So Tiffany's is in the front, it's low in the front, and then yours is in the back.
I feel like we have too many leaves over here.
You really don't. It
Like
looks
that?
totally fine.
A big difference.
Maybe a little bit more.
Let me cut off a little bit, and then we'll just put that right in there.
Okay, so not a big difference between the two, just a little bit,
Just
does
a little
it?
bit. Absolutely.
Okay.
Gives it some full body and length. So then I like to do roses. And so a little fun trick to get your roses to open up is you pull off all of those leaves, and then you hold it upside down and spin it between your palms. This forces air through the petals, and it makes your rose a little bit bigger.
It just kind of makes it fuller and open.
It does, absolutely.
I love
I feel like
that.
we need all the colors of
That
roses.
for you. Absolutely.
And then cut this at a 45-degree angle, and getting it in the water, you said, within just seconds
Within
is
just
best.
a few seconds.
Yeah, that's scary. I feel like a lot of times I miss that mark right there.
Don't let it be intimidating. It is okay.
Doing a little spin out. And so when it comes to Valentine's Day, what are is this y'all's busiest time of year? What does this look like for y'all?
So this is our Super Bowl. So this is our busiest week of the year. And this year's been really fun. We've got a lot more pre-orders than previous years. So we've been working our little fingers to the bone, making sure that everyone's arrangement looks beautiful and healthy.
I love it. And they are beautiful. And to smell these, I wish you could smell these. They smell so good.
Okay, so once we do the focal
nose in
point flowers, what's our next
Absolutely.
move?
Then we finish it up with the filler flowers. So we can kind of go more wild and wildflowery with these wax flower, which have a natural lemon scent, which is kind of fun. Or we have some gorgeous two-toned ranunculus. We have tulips and carnations.
Can we do all of it?
Absolutely.
Can we add a lily too?
You can add whatever
Lilies
you
are my
like.
favorite flowers. Fun fact about me. So you said that this is the busiest y'all been so far. How many orders do y'all typically get on Valentine's Day?
So on Valentine's Day, we have a couple of different options for people who either are those last minute folks, we have DoorDash. People can order through DoorDash and it gets to them within an hour, or you can call us or walk in. So we have a couple of different options. Probably the volume that we do varies from year to year, but this year has been pretty insane.
Okay, so what does that look like for you? What are your hours like right now?
We are open from 9 to 6, Monday through Friday, and 9 to 3 on Saturday. So even if you forget on actual Valentine's Day, you can come in the day after on Saturday and get some blooms as well.
I love that. And so how are we looking so far? Are we building a
looking
good
great.
bouquet?
Absolutely.
Why do I feel like we have too many leaves?
Yeah.
It's because you're looking at it from the back. From the front, it looks
Yeah,
gorgeous.
it doesn't look bad from
Oh,
the front.
absolutely. I would just add
does.
some more little
Do you think
blooms
we
to
need
it.
some wildflowers here too?
Absolutely.
Oh, those would be really pretty, I think.
So when it comes to your bouquet's done, you're preserving those flowers, what does that look like? I feel like a lot of times people get really disappointed because they feel like they spent a lot of money on flowers and they died fast, but it's probably just because they
Absolutely.
haven't been taking care of them.
For sure. Before I was a florist and I would receive flowers, I'm like, why are these dying so quickly? The water's getting yellow and murky and slimy, and I just wasn't understanding until I realized you need to cut the flowers every 2 to 3 days with a fresh cut and fresh water. These will make your flowers last up to 2 weeks longer than a normal arrangement.
And most of the bouquets that you get, I mean, they'll come with something like this, right?
Exactly. It comes with a little packet of flower food. It has some ingredients in there that kind of perks those flowers back up. But if you happen to not have that at home, you didn't receive it with your flowers, you can find some household items that have the same effect.
Okay, so what are some of those household items that people might not expect?
Absolutely. So if you are a Sprite drinker, you can put in a little shot of Sprite. If you happen to have some of the hard stuff at home, if you have a little shot of vodka, which sounds wild, but it perks up those flowers and kills the bacteria. Same with a little teaspoon of bleach.
Oh, okay.
Household common bleach, you can pour that right in there. It kills all of the bacteria that grows on the greenery and on the stems, and then it'll make your flowers last longer. If you don't happen to have that, you could use a packet of sugar or even an aspirin can be dropped down in there.
Oh, wow. Okay, so there's a lot of things that we have at home that could just extend the life a little bit.
And so you said it
Absolutely.
kills all that bacteria. So how much longer do they usually last after you put the vodka or the bleach in there?
I would say it gives it an extra 2 to 3 days of life.
Gotcha. Okay, and so we I think we did pretty well here,
I feel like
Tiffany.
you might need to do a little magic on it though.
Yeah,
Eden. What
I
would you do
think-
differently?
I think I just kind of pull some of these out so they're not hidden behind some other flowers. But other than that, I think you two ladies did a fantastic job.
Okay, so don't hide the flowers. Make sure you can see them all. And again, it was start with the base, which is the greenery, and
Absolutely.
then move on to the bigger pieces, and then small little filler pieces.
Absolutely.
And for
Not
people
hard.
who want to get into arranging flowers, they don't have to buy those expensive flowers to start with,
No,
right?
absolutely. You can absolutely go to Sam's Club if you're near a Trader Joe's, or Whole Foods are all great options. You can kind of pick and choose, but try to pick some of those different options like the greenery, the focal flowers, the filler flowers. But then also if you want to come to us, we do offer floral classes where we teach you all of these things in a longer setting so you have some better ideas of how to keep them alive.
Okay, so what do you think's more important? Is it the chocolate or the flowers?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
They go hand in
They
hand,
do.
right?
They
I
are
think
best
so.
friends. They're a good little combo. And so there's some great places around Northwest Arkansas that sell chocolate, and we do have some fun partnerships if you ever want to grab some stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. I don't know. I think I'd like maybe flowers a little bit more than chocolate because I could smell them longer.
Can we
you
just
know what I
zoom
mean?
in on this one rose because we need to highlight it real
Yeah. What
quick.
kind is this rose? Did you say
The one, the
again?
striped one that we
It's
love so
called a
much.
pink panther. And so that also comes in red
Look at
with
that.
a pink stripe as well, which is
Ooh.
pretty fun.
Yeah,
so there's a
those are
variety of
beautiful.
different fun things we have in stock.
That's awesome. And where do y'all get your flowers from?
Absolutely. We try to partner as much as we can with local growers, but then with, the freezing temperatures we have right now in Northwest Arkansas, we get ours from a wholesaler out of Springfield, Missouri, which
Okay.
get them from all over the world.
But close to local. We love that. We appreciate that.
Oh, thank you so much. This is a lot of great information. So you out
Absolutely.
there can keep them lasting a little bit longer, make them fresh, make them look new.
Yeah, remember sugar, vodka, bleach, aspirin, and Sprite.
Sprite. Yep. It's all there.
Absolutely.
Thanks for that, Eden.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us here on 5 Plus. Have a great Valentine's Day.